Greetings, my Taurians. This is Damien with HK Readings Healing Culture Tarot, and I'm here to do your December 2019 general love reading. This will be for Tauruses by Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and/or Jupiter, so stay tuned for the messages to see if any of them resonate with you. We've got tons of readers on YouTube that you can check out to find your tribe if they don't, but make sure before you give up on HK Reading to check out the other videos that you have for like your your sun, moon, rising, or whatever else you're watching for. Like a lot of you Taurians here could be, Taurus and Venus. So welcome. The cross watcher is welcome to the video as well. I will be reading from your perspective, Taurus, unless energy pulls me in a different direction. So we know how that can go sometimes. We're going to start off with Tarot in Wonderland to just give life to that. I also just posted Gemini's video earlier, so feel free to check that out. Until December 1st, I still have readings for first-time clients getting $15 off of the reading of their choice, be it a 15-minute reading, a half-hour reading, or a 60-minute reading. You can see the types of readings that I do in the description box below, and that'll also give you the email to where you can contact me. And we can further discuss and book from there, as well as for remote Reiki. You can contact me through that email at kama.reina@icloud.com. I've also got my Instagram down below if you want to follow me there as well. I will follow you back, man. Yeah. So let's see what we've got for my Taurians here. And thank you to my Taurians and beyond. I am over 2,000 subscribers, so that's awesome. Almost at the 2.1 mark. Really excited about that, y'all. It's been a great journey. Looking forward to the continuation. Yeah. Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. King of Pentacles. So the thing that popped into my head at first was like basically having a new attitude with the Six of Cups in reverse here. Like a totally new attitude. And then here comes the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles coming out. Basically reinforcing that. So what I'm seeing crowning your reading for December is like there's a new outlook on life where you're not spending so much time either being nostalgic of the way things used to be in life in general. It could be when certain family members were still alive. It could have been when you had a certain love in your life, or just whenever you seemed to be happier. You're definitely bringing yourself back to being set on creating happiness and joy in the future, okay? Because you're realizing that you can't get certain things back, and even though you work past them as far as being a huge challenge in your life, you still have these moments where, nostalgia hits pretty strongly. So I think, many of you are getting back onto the game of taking care of your responsibilities, taking on more responsibilities, coming out of a slump if you've been in one, or a period of just like super heavy rest and relaxation. The universe might be kicking in to tell you that now is not the time to rest, and they're giving you the energy to carry on with what you need to do to move forward. This is definitely a time to be on top of your shit if you are starting a new business. This is definitely a time to be on top of your shit if anything that you like to do creatively or that you're just passionate about in general, you have these opportunities being thrown your way, and there are deadlines to sign up, and there are places to be, and there are things to go buy to even prepare. Like if you need a certain type of attire and you need to go get a new fucking tie, like whatever it is, the universe is like saying, okay, it's time to get yourself up because we got some things to go do. You've got some goals to go meet, some blessings to receive. So it's really just a great message that many of you are pulling yourselves out of your heads. It's interesting because this is the Six of Cups reverse, and but I don't feel like it's a pulling yourself out of your heart type energy. It's pulling yourself out of your mind that had you think back to certain feelings or emotions, you know, like the states of being that you were in before. Hold on. Try to get, you know, different titles, and the best one I feel like going with, I'll just go with, but I just wrote one down. But yeah, really just coming out of a cycle of just being stagnant because of, again, just nostalgia. And this is really nice. And I think as it pertains to love, though, you're seeking. You know, you're really seeking. Whereas at a certain point, you were probably very blasé about it and maybe had a wall up. But now you're seeking. Now you're truly becoming open. You're not just saying it, you're doing it. And you're looking to see who's going to join you at the table here. You know? Clearly a conversation here. You see the hand gesture. We got one pinnacle here on the table. The hand here like, so what's up? So what do you say? Like this is showing me towards that you're very, very open to sharing what you've built and what you've cultivated and created externally and internally with someone else. So it's like, you know, you could be just honestly getting over heartbreak and past love and, you know, insecurities and ways you were in, you know, ways that you may have been treated, and you're finally saying, hey, I feel whole again to go out, to not only make myself available, but to even pursue. But I feel like it's definitely going to be in that slow, chill earth way. For those of you who are pursuing, you're going to lay your cards on the table. You're going to let things be known. And I think you're going to move appropriately. That's just kind of what I'm getting. So we got the 8 of Wands on the board. So I don't know, Taurus, are you getting the plans, you know, to like move towards someone? Because I'm not taking it as resonating with, not to say that, you know, others can't be coming towards you, or that, you know, really it can't be mutual. I think this very well could be a mutual energy, but I'm definitely seeing this being a part of your desirous plan. Okay? Many of you might be honing in and settling in on exactly who it is that you want, because you figured out what you want. The King of Pentacles, okay? Once we go from the 6 of Cups in reverse to the King of Pentacles, like, you've definitely figured it out. This isn't about just being in the state of knowing what you don't want, because I say that's the first step when you're ridding yourself of a situation. You start to think of all these things you don't want. You get reminded of all the things you don't want. You make a mental note of that. Then it's about figuring out what you do want. Then you have both sides of that and you can move forward. And what you've come to, again with the 6 of Cups in reverse to this King of Pentacles, is figuring out what you do want, what will make you happy. And I do think you're moving towards it. For those of you, this could be a literal move where you know that changing the scenery will bring about these things. If you don't have a set person yet, you know that putting yourself in a new environment is going to do that for you. So you could be moving across town. You could, you know, I see cross town being big here. You could be moving cities. Others could be moving internationally, of course. But I definitely just see a move in general for some of you. For others of you, it's taking a move towards a specific person. But I feel like in either occasion, you know, even if it's just about, you know, taking a physical move to position yourself to meet that person, it's still moving towards that person, you know. So you're basically setting yourself up to move towards that individual who's going to join you at the table, okay? Now, the one thing I love about this is that this is just so, what's the word, mature. Because though you're open to it, it may not have been like old you or how some people can be. But when you're ready to open yourself up to love, you still may open yourself up sillily or blindly and just, can you get fucked over again or anything like that? You know that not everybody's gonna make the cut to join you at the table. You realize where you are in life. You're not settling for less. But you're okay with being selective because you know that the options are there because of where your head's at. You've literally changed your headspace. Again, it goes back to the Six of Cups reverse here. Let's see what else we got along with the Eight of Wands. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Definitely making a commitment. I feel as though this is the way it's coming up here as far as making a commitment. And then we've got the Two of Pentacles. This is, again, when I talked about getting your life in balance, the things that you do want, the things that you don't want, figuring out what's worthy and going towards it. That's what you're doing here. And it's like, with the Eight of Pentacles, you're just very sure of the direction that your life is going and what you want to work on. You have mastered, I feel, the ability to be patient and to allow love to come to you and be inspired enough to put in the hard work and the diligence. Because what I'm seeing here with the Eight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, it's not necessarily easy, but you don't get to the King of Pentacles by it being easy. Okay. And this is somebody whose life, I feel for some reason or another, it could be a long distance relationship that this arises, but it's going to take a lot of work and dedication. I see you being all game to put your heart and soul into it. I feel as though you see this working out. You're willing to put in that balance for the Ten of Pentacles here. We've got 8 and 2. This is why you have so much belief in what you're doing, is because your eyes are on the prize that is the Ten of Pentacles. And again, you have clarity in your direction. You're no longer looking back. You're no longer distracted. So you know what you want. You're moving towards what you want. So like I said, some of you are either putting yourself in position to achieve what you want. Like if it's going out and finally getting that job and you need that person there, because this could be career oriented as well. Or you being put in position by where you decide to move to get a fresh new start, being guided by a spirit, being led by a spirit. Or you actually, and this is somebody that, if it's a particular person that you've been watching for a while, that you just finally feel like it's time. You're sure enough to make that move. Chakra wisdom. Grief and gratitude. Balance, again. Grief and gratitude. You've come to understand the balance of, like, when you go through engagements with people, interactions with people, for those of you in love or coming into love, there are going to be great moments that you have to remember to take from those situations. And the grief you must deal with constructively and get through and take the best from those moments. Take the good and the bad. Don't just focus on the bad. Remember that there were good times. And when you focus on the bad, make sure you're doing it constructively to take the best from it. And this is why you're willing to open yourself up to love. Many of you are relocating to be with someone. Going the distance. Making the sacrifice. And baby, if you're the cross watcher and you're getting a bull to make moves like this, to be so sure they've healed and they see, because see, you know, I'm a Taurus sun in the tropics, and in Vedic, I'm a Taurus sun and Taurus moon. We will move to the ends of the earth for you, and we will move the earth for you. But to get us to do that, you got to be a bad mother, shut your mouth. So, and we are talking about new beginnings and love, new birth, and this could also be symbolic of actual children, soon to be, you know, parented partner instead of just partner, you know? This is someone that you're definitely going to learn how to accept because of the wisdom that you've gained in dealing with people and understanding what love is and what's worth fighting for and how strong you are and how wise you are. I feel like, you know, a keynote is that you're great at diffusing a situation, and, you know, you come strong into that, and you're great at also just showing compassion. But because you've learned that balance in love, I feel like the universe is going to deliver great love to you, you know? Chakra wisdom, and then we're out of here, Taurus. Yamanya, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So you're in alignment with the universe, with your goal, with your purpose, as we've talked about. And being sure of the direction that you're taking here. You're walking through the door. You realize this opportunity, humbly, I feel, you realize that this is an opportunity of a lifetime to give you exactly what you want, deserve, and have been looking for on a big picture, macroscopic level, you know? The universe is blessing you here with a new beginning in love, Taurus. And I'm really, really glad that not only are you taking it, but you're meeting it halfway. Love you.